the things with the tables will have to wait. If you guys have some ideas, intros you might want to make for your characters, you might want to start giving that some thought. But for those who were here last time, do you want to explain, or would you like me to explain? I just loaded in. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because it's now suddenly working. I'm
And
back.
sorry, can I go
Let's wait onto the server or for the recap.
onto the server?
Okay, yeah, try and go first. We'll get the South African connections. Probably the furthest away. So. Yeah, let us know when you are loaded in. But yes, for the recap, you guys want to give the explanation, or shall I?
Last session, Prowler was working his day job as a phone repairman when he received. One of the things he has to repair was like an advanced Alexa. So he stayed a bit later to make sure to figure out what it is. Meanwhile, at the university, Ironman was visiting, and Trident and the students were quickly hurrying to make something to impress him. And when he got into the room, all of the machine, all the computers and everything started to malfunction, and the 3D printer started printing another Ultron, which started speaking. Yeah, I believe he started attacking, well, Iron Man, and Trident and Iron Man dealt with him, and Prowler had to deal with one of its own. Then Trident and Iron Man tracked. Don't remember what it was, but they tracked it to Prowler's shop, and then they followed. Uh, they all went to an address he had, where they fought some hand ninjas and Ultron sentries, and Tony almost died. That's pretty much it. Probably missed a few things.
Yeah, I think one point of clarification is the students at ESU they had gotten a bunch of old Stark tech to use for their projects, and uh, there was some old pre-Sokovian Ultron code um, uh, still on some of that tech, which got released onto the network. So yeah, the 3D printer was starting to print a new one, but there was also a pretty much half-built robot in there already, which was the one that woke up and that you fought. 3D printers aren't that fast. Maybe a maybe a Stark Tech one, but damn. But by the time you ran into them, you were following one of the students that had taken a piece of that Stark Tech home, and um, he had been talking about how, like, his uncle, who was quite a traditionalist, was suddenly talking about building robots. And when you arrived, the hand and the Ultron bots were all uh, convening there, but you haven't quite figured out anything more than that, other than I believe you did interrogate the kid, but interrogate you questioned him.
Sternly asked a few questions.
Yeah, and and I believe that was the gist of what he told you was that his his uncle he was bringing the part home to give to him, and you got the impression that his uncle is probably involved with the hand, that they are trying to build some killer robots, and Ultron seems to be a set killer robot, as far as you can tell. Trident, are you on the server?
I am, yes.
Loaded it, you can see the because then who's gonna go next?
Then you can start from the top.
Now get ready for the server to break.
Not again.
I'm gonna break ya like a Kit Kat bar.
Like a what?
I'm not sure. Do you not have Kit Kat bars in? Oh yeah, most likely not in South Africa.
No,
Why
I
not?
get you. We do have Kit Kat. Yeah. I just didn't hear what you actually said. I thought you said it. Something.
I'm gonna break ya like a Kit Kat bar.
Well, Andre hasn't had a Kit Kat yet, so that's good.
I'm golden.
Okay. Uh, we're going down the line.
Yeah,
Are you saying you? I'll be right back. You guys can load in some.
Okay, I'm in. Then you left.
You? Oh, I'm the last one. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. I am trying to log in.
I'm back. I have had to switch off push to talk for now, so apologies if there's some feedback. Is everyone on the server?
Then it was a list alone.
Yes, I'm in.
Okay. Well, let's hope then that it all continues to work. Mm, Yeah, so where we left things last time, Trident and Iron Man were kind of interrogating the kids then in Chinatown, and they were outside a noodle shop. That is, that was the last location we saw them, but obviously they could very easily go anywhere they want. But we'll start with the other two for now. Does Hitmonkey or Storm, do you, either of you have somewhere in mind that you might want to start?
Not really, honestly.
Well, you can roll on the day-to-day activities then and figure out what Hitmonkey was doing before he got drawn into whatever we're doing today.
No, there are not a lot of options that would work for Hitmonkey, but I think this one works.
I thought relaxing at home was his one.
No.
Because that would work too. He lives in China. But yeah, fitness training. Is there, do you think is that a, yeah, well, sorry. These kinds of things you can run with it.
Isn't like a
Wait,
dojo where they have like this pole with a lot of wooden sticks on it, and you have to hit, and it turns when you hit it. I don't know what it's
Yeah.
called.
Yeah, he's having his full-on Bruce Lee training montage. It's called a wooden horse, I think. Pretty sure. But that's the maybe not the thing that spins. A wooden horse is the one that has like the legs sticking out. So like that's what you will see like Bruce Lee training all those sequences. But yeah, as we see the Karate Kid trailer playing out, Hitmonkey. You don't want to add any other details, and where do you think? Oh, Storm's relaxing at home, so I assume she's at the X match.
Either that or Africa. That's the two options from what I can see.
Well, she either lives on Krakoa or in the X-Men in this universe. I don't think she's moved back to Africa because she hasn't lived there since she like joined the X-Men. I don't think that's like origin story Storm. But yeah, everyone's in New York at the very least. So yeah, you're probably back at the mansion, and you will know, Storm, that there have been several mutant kidnappings that, as of late, which the X-Men have been looking into, and you know that there have been some teenagers going missing, which obviously, as with your connections with the Morlocks and those kinds of things, you have been on the forefront of investigating. But what do you think Storm's doing? You see Kurt, Jubilee, X-23, and Chamber. Oh no, Chamber never arrived.
Wonder who the dead guy is.
Yeah, they go down. Beast meets up with them, and they head down below. But you've got the whole X mansion here, and you would know that whenever you are ready to leave, you'll probably be able to find leads in the lower levels. I've got an actual map. It's not going to matter too much right now. Can you see anything on this?
Yep. I see numbers and things. And then, like, the locations. So, yes, I can see everything.
Sure. Yeah, but Storm up. And you know what? Because this is going to take too long to figure out, Hitmonkey is I was going to say he's using the X-Men gym, but that's just as difficult to find, so never mind. Oh no, you can go down a floor. Down there. Someone?
Oh, I finally found it. The apartment. Holy shit, she's well off. Oh well, I think Storm will get out of bed after watching some TV and being like, it's time to look into those kids that's missing. Maybe this is mutant hunters.
Yeah, so as you head downstairs, we'll load you. You take the elevator here, and yeah, you head downstairs towards the mission rooms to go and figure out where you might want to start your investigation. And I will load. Come on. Can you see where she is?
Yes, I can see a lot of. Yes, I can see a lot of things like water heaters and stuff. Oh, and the wine cellar.
Mm. Yeah, so you will see as you exit the elevator, you'll see that at the main mission table, Cyclops seems to be going over some documents that he's got spread out on the table in front of him, and you see that they look like medical files, like medical scans of someone.
Hmm. Well, I walk over and see what he is. I don't seem to have control over Storm's token.
Oh. Mm. There we go. Should be able to know. Okay. Yeah, so as you approach, Cyclops will look up and go, "Oh, Storm, good. I'm glad you're here. We've just had some distressing news. The professor says that that kid we helped before that got resurrected recently, uh, Hector Silver. I'm sure you must have met him, but apparently the professor says that he can feel two of them out there. I think we may have jumped the gun a bit too soon on resurrecting him. It seems like his previous body didn't die. I'm not entirely sure what to do about that, but um, do you think maybe you can go and look into it? I think he's somewhere in Brooklyn, but we've heard reports that there have been robots attacking people in New York City, and last thing we heard from him, he was being experimented on by Arnim Zola, so he may be out of control. He'll
Off
bring up
to-
on one of the. Oh yeah,
Yeah, continue.
I'm just gonna say he brings up on one of the screens some like CCTV footage, and you will see some footage of the fight that just happened in Chinatown. Like that seems to be the latest, like the latest robot attack.
Well, seem I'm off to some noodle shop.
Oh, bring me back some, would you? I never get to go and get proper authentic noodles.
They'll be soggy by the time I get back.
I mean, you may be the one person that can prevent that. Well, says you. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I guess Storm can fly, and you aren't far away from New York City, so if she just wants to go on her own accord, that would be pretty easy to do. But otherwise, do you think she has a vehicle, or I mean, I doubt she's taking the Blackbird to just go investigate.
I don't really see why she would, because like all the times I've seen her, she either flies Or I'm the blackbird. So yes,
Yeah, no, that-
I'm pretty sure she flies there.
Makes sense. So then, as Storm flies off into New York City, we cut back to Hit Monkey as the weather outside seems to be turning, and you've probably been looking into the hand. That they would be more of a problem for Hit Monkey.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, can Hit Monkey please roll an ego check?
Gladly. Holy shit.
Oh, okay, nice. So, with a fantastic success, as you are like doing your training, we see you kind of throw a practice throwing knife or something that is going to impact a picture of your target on the wall, and you will see the face of a kind-looking old Chinese man that apparently lives above a noodle shop in Chinatown, and he is an informant for the hags. I mean, the hags, the
The
hand.
hand.
Yeah, and it is your job to assassinate him. He is your latest target, but you know that he may be able to lead you to some bigger fish. So what do we see from Hit Monkey?
You'll probably grab a picture of the bigger fish, because he can't really talk. Make sure his equipment is in check before climbing out the window and making his way there.
Nice. So yeah, then we will return to Chinatown, where Trident and Iron Man, you've just finished up your battle here, and probably let this kid go on his way. What do we see from you guys as I try and find the map? I think you might have gone into the noodle bar.
Yeah, Tony would look at Trident and be like, well, this has been a rough fight.
Yeah, no, no kidding. Are you okay, by the way?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I just need a good rest. We need to figure out where the hell the Voltron is right now, so we go back to my headquarters. Can probably get some neat stuff there. I'll see with Friday if we can locate any foreign entities in the city. God knows we both need some help.
Yeah, I agree. Somehow imagine as Tony saying, "No, I'm fine. Friday is going in the background. Okay, the ambulance is on the way. Just hold on."
Yeah, you're just hearing all the little alarms coming from inside his suit. Mm,
Sounds good. Is this Stark Tower?
Yeah, let's go to the Stark Tower.
Cool.
okay, well, when you guys rocket up into the air, you will see along one of the rooftops there is a monkey running in your direction, and yeah, in the clouds up ahead, Storm comes flying in through the sky. But you guys have just sort of gone airborne above the alleyway.
The fuck is that?
Other than the
Oh,
fact
they
that the
don't
monkey
show
is wearing a suit, that's probably not the like not the most noticeable thing until you realize he's there.
Is that a monkey?
Sorry, I got ganked by my boss. I did not catch last minute.
You just ask, "Is that a monkey?"
Yeah, that's what I wanted. As we are flying and we see the monkey, I'm like, is there a fucking monkey running on the street?
On the roof.
On loose.
Yeah, hit monkey. You see where they just flew from. Like you see them fly into the sky, and then you look over at the building, and you can see that where your target is supposed to be the big hole in the wall. It looks like Iron Man and Trident may have just done your job for you, but it's up to you what you do.
I would know who Iron Man is. So he probably didn't kill the guy. So if my job got cut for me, then I'll quickly rush there, see if it's true.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm. You can give me a vigilance check, wait, monkey. Storm, you'll also, as you are flying in that direction, you'll see Iron Man and Trident. Okay.
Okay. Do I see them take off from the noodle shop or wherever they take off from?
Yeah, you would see them leaving the alleyway that you were headed towards. And you would kind of see the monkey going up to the hole where when he looks through, yeah, you see a bloody mess on the inside.
Not something I'm not used to. So
Well, now I have two suspects. I either have to consider that the monkey is a psychopath, maybe even a rat monkey, and need to be put down, or I can follow the guy that clearly leaves the what's it called, the crime scene,
the shop.
the noodle shop. And that is what Storm will do. She will fly after them since clearly they are leaving the crime scene. So they are the most suspect.
I mean, they're probably flying towards you. You easily recognize Iron Man. There's... You're not Black Cat this time.
God damn
Don't
it.
sneak around. Stop.
No, that's not my plan. Iron Man, well. Wait a second. Is Iron Man a bad guy now?
No, what I'm saying is you don't have to follow them anyway. Like, you guys are in the same place.
We're on the same team, brother. We're heroes.
I mean, it makes sense that you might be suspicious of, like,
Maybe
they're flying away from...
that may be a good one if you have what's called Claw Machine.
I found it. Mm. Yeah, from Hitmonkey's perspective, it definitely seems like Trident and Iron Man just murdered your target. Because when you go in there, you do find the target, and his head has been pulled from his shoulders. It wasn't like there are definite signs of blades being used here, but that was like a robot that ripped his head off for sure. Must have been Iron Man. Although there are a bunch of broken
yeah.
robots, like, unless Iron Man got rid of those.
I don't think he would. Probably just take a few to see the insides of it, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how sentient Hint Monkey is, but he might just look around to see if he can find any clues of the whereabouts of his target, and if not, he'll try to find the Tin Man.
Hitmonkey is arguably smarter than most people in this. Just smarter than your average New Yorker.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he just can't verbalize English. But also, did you read the thing it said? It was,
Not all of it. We immediately started, so I did not read. I was focusing on the.
yeah, fair enough. But it's on his character sheet as well. Just there's some mention of the ghost that is with him. You can, if you want to communicate by the ghost, that is where actual words would come from.
Oh, okay. So I can sort of communicate, but just with, well, not. Okay.
You can communicate like as he's just a monkey. There's no
Yeah.
he can't form words, but obviously that is kind of going to ruin things in this game. And but if you want like the way they do it in the animated show is quite like it's quite clever, but it'll just be him kind of arguing with the monkey over what he's saying, kind of like a translator. Other people can't hear what the ghost is saying. It's debatable whether he's an actual ghost or just a hallucination the monkey is having. But that's a Hitmonkey's whole thing was that that assassin is who he learned everything from.
Hmm.
So if you want to speak as that guy, like, and we just say that he's translating what the monkey is gesturing, everyone else just know that you're talking to a monkey and that he's making monkey noises.
I think I'll see how, like, if I can play it out without the ghost, with like
Yeah, I
pantomime
mean,
and everything. If it's like very unbearable, I might use the ghost.
what? Very unbearable.
Like if you can understand me at all, like if we can really RP like that.
Yeah, I mean, however you want to describe it is fine. I was just saying the ghost is an option to like narrate what you know.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you see this crime scene that you've just walked into.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to look around a bit for clues, maybe on the whereabouts of the the man I'm here to I wanted to kill. But then like if Format is dead, maybe there are clues on the whereabouts of my real target. But if there is nothing, I'll climb out and try to find Iron Man.
Well, yeah, the guy that you were there to find, you find he's very dead, and he was supposed to have information to lead you to the next. So yeah, you might be able to get paid for this kill if Iron Man isn't claiming a hit, or whoever the guy with the trident was. I think trident's really known yet. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I'll take. I'm not sure what I take as. I'll take like I don't know his ears as proof of kill. I don't know. I'm a monkey. I'll take his ears as proof of kill, and if there's like no like notes on him or anything, I'll head out and try to catch the Iron Man.
Yeah, the ghost says, "Wow, old school. I like it." I don't know why everyone uses cell phones these days. So you're a monkey, but I will remind you, you've got like full access to everything a human would have. So
I did not think about that.
you've got guns.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that's very primitive, and I would give you a side eye.
Yeah. But yeah, you can have a smartphone if you want to. Like, that's probably also a good way to communicate.
Yeah, yeah. Use a smartphone to film it, like, take a picture, and I'll like just Google Translate to make it like read out loud my message or whatever. Like, but it's like a voice like of an old Chinese woman, and I don't know how to change it.
And he still puts in the little monkey face emojis.
Yeah. But yeah, nothing
Okay,
there.
so
I'll take a picture of like to say, like his head is severed. You said.
yeah,
I shoot him in the head and then take a picture so they cannot see neck down.
Yeah.
And then go find Iron Man.
looks pretty convincing. You send it off to your contact and yeah, chase after Iron Man as it seems they've now been joined by a third figure who's following them clearly towards Stark Tower. What map are you guys seeing on the screen? Sorry.
The layer.
The
The expansion.
My bad.
I thought you were looking for the other one, so I didn't say anything.
I just forgot to activate it, but when I found. I'll fix your tokens now, but you guys can continue.
Would I know who Storm is?
Yeah, she's pretty famous. You probably know the like main faces of the X-Men, like the Storm, Cyclops, Wolverine you've actually met. So yeah.
I'm kind of gonna wave to her, and as we fly next to her, and hoping she like tells me to come over.
Yeah, I suppose actually Storm, you might recognize him as is carrying a trident as maybe Atlantean. Storm would definitely know about the Atlanteans.
You are far from home, Atlantean. What are you doing here?
Um, there, there was a, there was a, well, there was an outbreak of Ultrons, and I helped Mr. Stark over here fight them off.
Wait, so you ain't the one that did all the damage to that noodle shop?
Uh, hmm. Technically, no, but We were the reason. We might have been the reason that the robots did all the damage to the noodle shop. I don't think they would have broken through the wall if we didn't show up.
Oh no. So who sent the robot? Mr. Stark?
Apparently, Ultron might be back. I don't know how, but it seemed that we have another outbreak. I guess his code was stored somewhere, and somehow it got activated again. I was just way back to my tower in order to see and find out next, see where it might be hiding and who's responsible about it. If you got nothing else to plan, you're free to join us. Like to use all help we can, and God knows that your electricity helps while dealing with the robots.
My power of the element, or at least the weather. I will make sure that no such thing will happen again.
That would be much appreciated.
Gonna delete try.
Yeah, I think he's underneath Iron Man. Never mind, I was wrong.
I can see him.
Yeah, he's here now because he placed you.
Ah, very well.
Missing someone there. Come on.
No, 4. Iron Man, Hit Monkey, Trident, Storm.
Oh, Hitmonkey's just not showing up on the thing
That's odd.
because he's not set to friendly. He's set to new.
Oh, okay. Well, while they were talking, I'm not sure how high up in the air they are. But
Probably
Hit
wouldn't be
Monkey,
that high.
well,
You are in New York City. Like if you're running along the rooftops, you could also be very high up.
yeah, I'll just climb on one of the rooftops that seem closest to them and make monkey noises to try to attract their attention, because I don't think my phone is loud enough. The text to speech.
Mr. Stark, I think that monkey is trying to flag our attention.
Anybody
Yeah,
notice this yet?
Yeah, Friday would start amplifying the sound of an old Chinese woman screaming at you and say, "Mr. Stark, it appears to be a Japanese macaque monkey. What kind of monkey? He's wearing a suit, sir.
Yes, we could probably see what the monkey does. Maybe he knows something. I mean, we can't really lose anything by not doing it. I'd start flying towards the monkey.
You're flying to a very advanced tower with tracking capabilities, but let's see what the monkey wants.
Hey, when a monkey in a suit comes running up to you, wants to tell you something.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, if he has a gun.
Oh, yeah. I don't think they're visible at the moment, but like the holsters are like underneath the jacket.
Oh no. Just figured out what they basically based Hitmonkey off.
It's if John Wick was a monkey, it's essentially what you're seeing running down there. But yeah, he's a Japanese monkey. I can't remember what is the species called. A macaque.
Yeah, at least yeah, that seems about right. Yeah,
I'm mispronouncing that. Macaque. That's people say macaque.
I wrote its species in Google, and it said this name, and there was like a sound, like a sound thing next to it, and I thought it will read it out loud, but it just started making monkey noises.
Oh well, now you know what to imitate.
Apparently, Heat Monkey is very charismatic with humans, especially women.
Storm, you see a sexy looking little monkey run up.
And Storm has been healing, so
Honestly, that's a power couple I'd read a comic book about. Oh, actually, that would never feel like very old school Marvel racism to make Storm get together with a monkey.
yeah.
Like it happened in Wakanda. Oh, no.
Yeah, when you land Heat Monkey quickly types in his phone, and you hear, "You kill people at shop."
We sure did. I mean, we didn't. The evil robot did, but yeah, we didn't do it per se. Just that the bad guy killed it, killed them.
So kill people at shop.
No,
Heat Monkey will take out the picture of the target he's looking for, and point at it, and show it to everyone. And he'll type on his phone quickly and say, "Information in shop."
Wait, are you looking for information about this person? I ask the monkey.
Yeah, he'll nod.
I suppose I shrug and take a good look at the picture.
You can make a logic check. And the picture you're showing is of the target you had.
No, the guy I was supposed to get information on.
Oh, I see. The higher up. Yeah. You're pretty sure he's showing you a picture of like a blind janitor. It does not look like anyone remarkable whatsoever. A small chance you saw him at. Oh, actually, you got a success. Yeah. You're pretty sure that he might be one of the janitors at Empire State University.
Um, what are you gonna do with this guy when you find him?
Yeah, I forgot he's a monkey, so he'll just places like he holds a picture in his hand, but the phone is on the ground and he's typing with his leg. And
if
he just
he
says,
can use guns, he probably can type.
Yeah, but it's funnier when he does put his leg.
True.
He can use his guns with his feet too. That
Yeah,
is-
that's also yeah. The phone just says kill.
I look to Mr. Stark for guidance. I don't know what to do. I was ready for a monkey that was going to kill somebody.
Why are is there a reason you want to hurt this person?
Types again. Hitmonkey is paid for it, but person is not good, so why not?
Yeah. You should not be going around killing people just because they're not good.
Is the arms dealer?
What are you saying to me?
Nope, nope. Personal thought.
Listen, I'll pay you double whatever you have to then go around killing people. You know what? I'll pay you triple if you come and just help me find this big bad robot. What do you say about that?
Friday shows a little like heads-up display on, as you see a little picture of the monkey and a bunch of names next to it and a number that just keeps rolling higher and higher and higher. And she goes, "So I should tell you, he's quite the sought-after assassin. His prices may be hefty." You immediately get the impression, yeah, you can definitely afford it, but this monkey has got a record.
Hitmonkey will type again and say Hitmonkey will help, but Hitmonkey will go after his target afterwards. Hitmonkey is not limited by the rules of your society. Hitmonkey is a monkey. Human law does not apply on him. I want to see you explaining it to a judge.
Yeah, you don't want animal laws to apply for you on this one.
Feels like a premise for a Daredevil story of like Hitmonkey gets off because he's a monk. Daredevil has to go fight him.
Yeah, but that probably just what means he gets killed for because you know we do usually put down animals that attack people.
Yeah,
Are you saying that to the monkey or just in general?
I'm like, yeah, but you probably want to be judged under human laws.
Well, whatever it is, we can discuss later. We gotta save the world from Ultron first. Otherwise, your target won't even exist. Can you carry him, Trident?
Um, I can try. I'm not sure my jets would handle it. How big is this monkey?
He's actually small size.
about 2.5 foot tall, I think. I did put
He's
specific.
that's probably about right.
He's like, I think he only weighs 30 pounds.
Sure, I can. I can try.
Like, on average, he's 2 feet tall. And
You could
8
easily
kilograms.
carry him, right?
Your spear is probably weighing more than me. The trident.
You've got
Yeah.
super strength, but yeah, those those rocket boots are pretty new, so you are definitely doing some dangerous testing here above the skyscrapers. Probably a good thing you've got Tony Stark with you too. Like, you may want to do some quick on-the-fly upgrades. How well do you think they've been working for him so far? Because I mean, he hasn't flown very far in them, but you may be getting a feel for them by now.
Yeah, he has pretty good natural balance, but I am worried about them. This is kind of experimental. Like, at least when Tony, the first time he took he tried flying with his suit, he tried it at his home.
You'd probably prefer to be trying it over a big body of water, not with New York City traffic down below.
Yeah, definitely. Frankly, I'll settle for the university courtyard. So up
Objection.
here. Yeah, I hold up my trident so the monkey can climb aboard.
Okay, cool. So you're all gathering up and then continuing on to Stark Tower.
Yep.
Lost Stark Tower. So yeah, you've got you'll just be flying a little bit like through Little Italy and over Greenwich Village. But are you guys just trying to make it there as fast as possible, or are you like keeping a lookout as you go? Assume you're just flying straight up, like onto the top of the tower.
Probably just keep on lookout to see if you any information, if we any robots.
Yeah, Hit Monkey will look. Maybe even hang upside down off of Trident.
Whoa, 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 be careful. These things are not that stable.
You can give me a vigilance check. As yeah, Trident, you can give me a melee check to try and not drop the monkey.
Oops.
Is Storm doing anything?
Well, I think she is mainly focused on like following the guys because I'm not sure if she actually knows where Stark Tower is. And then
Yeah, it's pretty.
it would be more
pretty-
like it would be more like a side gig if she was looking for something. It should have to be like standing very much out for her to like notice, I think.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Stark Tower is easy to spot. It's a part of the skyline here, and pretty obnoxious. But monkey, was there a roll from Iron Man? Vigilance from Shiny.
Vigilance. Jesus Christ. That is the shittiest thing ever.
Okay, yeah, so Tony's also pretty focused on just going home, but as Trident is swinging around trying to stop the monkey from falling off the Trident, Hit Monkey, you are going to spot down below. Oh, rolled on the table and got a result first time. You see a a distracted looking parent uh, who seems to be trying to get a newspaper out of the thing on the side of the road as a stroller rolls into the busy street, and it seems like there's a baby in a stroller that is rolling into traffic. So do you know?
Yeah, I'll like walk on the Trident and then just knock on Trident's head 2 times and point towards the trolley, the stroller.
I look at what the monkey is pointing.
Yeah, you see it just at the same time as the parent, who turns around to scream as there is a yellow cab that is coming rocketing down the road towards this pram that's in the middle of the road.
I throw a quick push and dive towards it.
Okay, you can give me an agility check to see if you can get there quick enough.
Oh,
Are you going
Like-
for the stroller, or like to stop the car, or what?
I'm going for the stroller.
Yeah, this is just a non-combat agility to see if you've got the speed to get there, but I'm not sure. I think all the like Iron Man and Storm, you guys have got flight 2, I believe, so you can move very
Yes.
fast. But this is so it wouldn't be checks from you guys, but Trident, this is your first time flying this. You've got a monkey, but yeah, you nail it. You're definitely going to be able to get there in time. But yeah, in time to decide what you're going to do to try and save this baby. You hear the parent that drops their newspaper and goes, "Oh my God, save my baby!"
Yeah, if we're close enough to the ground, I'll just like jump down there, grab the stroller, and jump away. Okay, I don't have the jump ability, so
But
very odd if you ask me. But
Trident's got you on the end of that Trident though, so yeah, Trident, you could use Hit Monkey to assist you in what you're trying to do.
If he, I'm thinking about launching him and having him then pull like out of the street, hopefully in time.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen those videos of monkeys kidnapping babies?
No, I have
like
not. But
grabbing food, not babies.
No, baby. Well, they do it with food too. I was once talking to someone in a kitchen, and they peeled a banana. They were talking. They hadn't even taken a bite yet, and from behind them in the window, a monkey, like Mission Impossible style, just dropped in, pulled the banana right out of her hand, and went back up onto the roof. Like, it was like, what just happened? Yeah, so monkeys dipping in and picking stuff up. That's the, their specialty. But yes, there are many videos of them doing that with babies, like stealing them out of strollers. Fucking
jeez.
monkeys.
Yeah, so I kind of launch. I kind of gently launch him at the. I don't know how to gently launch him. I'm just gonna launch him at the problem and kind of and hope he's gonna solve it. I'm also gonna chase him afterwards. I think this counts as a fastball special.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. So yeah, that's how we'll roll this to see if you are able to pull it off. I will say, um, Hit Monkey, you'll have actually you'll both have edge here because you succeeded your previous agility. So it's an agility check from Trident and a melee check from Hit Monkey.
I'm gonna put some karma into that.
Yeah,
Well,
the monkey special.
I will say with the with the 10 before you spend a comma, that would be like an inaccurate shot, but with the fantastic success, he's able to pull off some like monkey acrobatics to be able to actually reach. It's like he shouldn't be able to, but he gets that extra reach. Just
He throws me and it's a bit off. I just leap off the trident onto the stroller, grab the baby, and backflip like, above the cab.
yeah. So it's Trident. You realize you fucked up. It's like you were just off base, and then you see him doing this trick and have a moment to correct yourself here as uh, yeah, you've successfully gotten the baby, but now there is a taxi coming towards both of you, and you're sort of mid-air, so you're gonna have to catch the monkey again.
I'll try and catch the monkey. See if I can.
You can give me a melee check on that one.
How am I doing?
You've got edge. Why do you, I don't know, but we'll say it counts.
40.
Okay, that is a success. You will be able to catch him again, and you've saved the baby. As the car hits the stroller, and the stroller just explodes, as it like half of it just gets crunched, and the car comes to a screeching halt as the driver immediately starts getting out and shouting and swearing at whoever left this stroller in the road.
I kind of take the monkey and put him down next to the parent.
I extend my arms forward with the child.
Yeah, the parents' eyes are just wide as they gingerly stick out their arms. And, thank you. And you can see this person's trying to figure out if they've had a psychotic break or what just happened. They've gone through so many emotions, but seeing an Atlantean uh, hand hand them a monkey that hands them their baby,
What's the weird part here? That's the question.
they're like, I've already got to move out of New York City.
Got lay off the weed.
Hit monkey gives a thumbs up and climbs back to the speed of the trident.
Tony's gonna turn to Storm and go, like, this monkey ain't that bad, I guess.
Um, the parent will as you give the thumbs up, you will see they've got their baby back and their phone has already come out as they take a quick picture because no one's ever going to believe them. But from this, Trident and Hit Monkey, you are both going to earn a point of karma, but you also earn the favor clout as she has got quite an Instagram following, and all the moms in New York City are now going to know there's a monkey and a fishman out there protecting their baby.
I try to give what would count as a heroic pose for like one picture, and then I fly off.
That
Hit monkey
picture will
does.
now.
Hit monkey snaps his fingers and does finger guns as they take off. He's good with the ladies.
Okay, now we need to convince AI to make a picture of Trident and Hit Monkey because that picture is going to be all over social media, and you both earn the clout favor, so you can exchange that as a one-time use of the famous tag. famous trait. Sorry.
Yeah, I say to the monkey, you know, we make a pretty good team, you and I. As I fly back up to join the rest.
You should work on your aim.
I am greatly hurt by this and just go, okay. As I continue onwards.
Hey, he's a monkey. If he can learn how to shoot, I mean, you need to know how to throw a spear.
I know how to throw a spear. Throwing a monkey is new though.
Accurately throw a spear.
Yeah, like the balance is all wrong. As they rejoin um, Tony and Storm, what are you guys doing there? Were you just watching the watching the kids? I think you guys are pretty well established heroes at this point, but those two are some fresh faces.
Yeah, it'd be Tony would be calculating how to improve um, the ability of private fly. Like, which upgrades would he make in order to make it easier for him to do stuff?
Not place animals on the trident. Probably fix the situation.
So no Jaguar statue. Just gonna get the better version of it that everybody runs with now.
The dedicated monkey launcher to the Trident. I don't know how often that'll be useful, but you can make a logic check for me, Tony, to as you try and assess this, and you are heading back to the Stark Tower, where you could easily make any upgrades or build any gadgets and devices you might. Oh, with a 20, yeah, you've definitely got some ideas and plenty of resources to do it with back at the tower.
One of the obvious ones probably is Trident hasn't made a connection that the repulsors in your hand is also stabilizer for flight. So he's doing a lot of balancing.
Yeah, part of his bad aim there was probably due to the fact that flying towards the ground, he very quickly realized that it's much harder to control the angle you're flying at if the angle isn't just kind of up and diagonally in one direction. Yeah, there's many ways to address that problem, other than hand repulsors as well. I don't know. Maybe you've got some crazy ideas cooking, but you know that you are still a couple of blocks away from Stark Tower at this point. A movie before or after we rolled that? That's before. So you guys are going past the university again, and unless there's something you'd like to do there. Oh, sorry, I may have moved it. I will stop doing that. You can move yourself.
No, sorry, I thought we were moving ourselves. So I did not see who was doing it. It's better to move in group. Sorry about that.
No, that's you can move yourselves. Please do. That would make it easier for me to know where you are trying to go. But Stark Tower is right here in Flatiron. You are. Oh wait, no. Is it? I think it may have accidentally moved. Nope. That is where it is supposed to be. My bad. Right, because Madison's we're not here. So you were where I just your tokens just went back to. saved the baby. But now, when you get to the other side of Greenwich Village, you are right there at Stark Tower. It's very easy to get back up there. And as you're approaching, you can all give me another vigilance check. But you can also describe what you're doing as you fly over there and the tower.
What the fuck is with 1, 2, 3s?
It's magic. Clearly dark magic. Well, Storm will be looking around, seeing if there's any more like babies or something that is being saved by monkeys.
No, you only see that once a day. It's not even New York's that big.
Hitmonkey is on his phone looking at the
Instagram.
who the woman we just saved.
Instagram reels while he's flying.
Liking the photo himself. Just making sure he's been tagged.
Yeah, but his Instagram handle is not Hitmonkey, so they won't know it's him.
All his comments are typed suspiciously like a monkey wrote. I'm just trying to find your text. You guys will be able to make your way to the top of Stark Tower. You don't notice anything strange here. It doesn't look like there's been any developments in the tower since you left, and you definitely haven't seen any Ultron drones. So looks like you've got a chance to get back and get some treatment, I suppose. I keep forgetting that inside the suit, Tony's hurt. Your suit's probably started to do some basic, sealing any like bleeding wounds or things like that, but can only do so much. Yeah, you guys are at the top here of Stark Tower. This will represent Stark Tower for now. Can't remember if that's what we used it for last time or if it was just a random tower, but I'm pretty sure.
I think Captain America was here. I think during the
Yeah, you fought some carnage spawn up here with that group, but I can't remember if that was. Yeah, it was Stark Tower when that.
Yes. I'm pretty sure the Thing was also here and clobbering Thing.
Where you actually picked up Captain America. That was
yeah.
You guys have all just arrived at this. You have the whole tower to explore, but as you arrive, because you rolled pretty badly on those vigilance checks, you will not notice that there are currently several Ultron drones on the underside of this helipad that are crawling their way up towards you. So before they arrive and we roll for initiative, what are you guys doing as you make your landing?
I don't see Trident.
He was killed by the hit monkey. No,
Oh, there is.
took the trident and now rides around on it.
Yeah, the Trident Surfer.
He's gonna be the Silver Surfer, but instead he just rides on the trident.
Yeah, Hitmonkey will take out his phone and just say, "Where is the fridge?"
Tony would be like flying down and basically starting to almost like remove his armor to get into his normal clothes so he can get his shit fixed. And as he hears the monkey asking where's the fridge, he'd point toward the fridge and like, is there, grab whatever you want, snacks, food. Help yourself.
As you're pointing in that direction, and you all look that way, one of the Ultron drones will come slamming down into the ground, like superhero landings. As you see another one, as they are blocking the entrance to the building, and you start to notice them falling up the sides around.
Oh, not again. So he's just gonna quickly turn around and get his armor on before he fully goes away.
Monkey will take all his pistols and cock them.
Okay. Yeah, roll for initiative.
Monkey.
Trident. Oh wait, Hit Monkey got a
And Iron Man.
and Iron Man. Nice. Okay, so Iron Man up first. What do you-
Iron Man had a rough day, so we're gonna look at all of them. Like here, I guess. He's gonna just do a mental barrage as much as he can. God damn it, that's a shit roll. It's against their resilience defense.
Okay, that would hit. Which ones do you target?
So it would be like this one and one to the left and one to the right. I think he can hit those because it's within 10 spaces of that. So
It's every square is 5 feet, not 5 space. You can hit everyone.
you think? I don't think that's.
Affect every enemy within 10 spaces.
Yeah, but like from one space, right? So if I
Yeah, then
target.
choose. Oh. Yeah, designate a
Yeah,
space. It doesn't
Oh.
say an enemy. You can just bless all of
Yeah,
them from where you are.
Also,
That's
basically, it's like I just
Fire
open
is
up.
you target where the central point is going to be, like 10 spaces around that. And 10 spaces is very far.
Yeah,
Oh, like
so
shoot a bunch of
basically-
missiles all around you.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to say he's just gonna like on his shoulders, both in front and the end, just a bunch of goddamn missiles. Also on his hands, and just fires at all of them.
It's 50 feet on this map. Sorry, I didn't realize this map isn't in space. So, yeah, where did you say you sent me?
Yeah, it just centered around me. She just like rises like a meter in the air and just flashes all of the rockets around him to every target. Just a bunch of lock-ons appears on his screen.
That's 50 feet. It's actually Not maybe quite enough to get them all.
Okay. Up. Move them here, I guess. So I can get these two on the right side. Okay, I need to move a little bit. I think I can get. Okay, this is fine. This is fine.
Okay. So you're getting all the ones on the right, basically.
Yeah. Near the tower.
And the ones-
Can't allow them to enter it.
Right, yeah, so and that's yeah, what does it look like as you basically destroy all of those ones with your elemental power?
No, it's only 80 damage, by the way. It's not 16 damage. It's half the damage.
That's,
So,
yeah, I took that into account. They are minions, so they only have 5.
okay. Yeah. Just
But
every
they do have
rocket.
the option, actually. Hold on. So that would bring it down to
The 6.
6 is not just enough.
Yeah, but basically just every rocket slaps into them and then like sticks to them and they look down and as they look down it just explodes in their face and destroys their body with a bunch of metal flying around.
Okay, yeah, so as all those little missiles take them out, we go to Hit Monkey, yes?
Yeah. He will unfortunately charge. He usually hopes for a bit more cover, but he will make a snap shooting attack and attack the 2 drones to the left.
I made the minions. Oh, yeah. What does Marvel mean on that? Full damage.
Yeah, full damage. So it will be 36, not 72. But still more than enough.
Oh yeah, definitely. What does it look like? Is he just like dual wielding, just firing at both?
He leaps forward into a roll and like with his front hands just launches himself up and with his feet he shoots them both and like in the air he just drops the 2 guns, catches them with his hands and then lands on his feet.
Hell yeah. And then with that, we'll go to the top of the round with Trident.
I'm gonna make a simple attack. I'm gonna aim at this guy, and I'm just gonna throw the trident.
He might be the only one left. Yeah.
He is.
Yeah. Give me 8 points of damage. I'm assuming 16 hits.
Yeah. It does indeed. As yeah, how do you finish with the last?
Like I'm watching these two take out the mess, and I just see one remaining. I kind of just spin and I throw the trident at his chest, and send direct hit, and it's the end for him. And I just call back it. Cool.
Yeah. Sorry, Storm, but we'll that will bring us out of combat as it just seems like these are not very well made drones, but they are clearly made to be built quickly. Friday will say there have been no breaches into the building, so they may only be on the exterior.
How the hell did they sneak before we even managed to see them? This is worrisome. Activate all the protocols, lock down the entire tower, get people out of it, evacuate, and just tell them it's a fire drill and tell them they can go home. It could become ugly very soon.
Understood. and yeah, Friday will start doing that as the alarms start going off in Stark Tower, and from the bottom of the building, some civilians start filtering out and making their way home as they evacuate. But
Do
you
we
guys have got
hear
the
him? Are we speaking to Friday? Or is it just like in the helmet so we don't hear like the outside, like outside doesn't hear it?
I think
you know you,
could hear it.
you can usually hear what he's saying. You probably could like silence that somewhat to a degree, but you'd have to specify that you.
Hitmonkey will type and ask, does this revoke Hitmonkey's access to the fridge?
Ah, you can go eat, monkey. Good job on taking those guys out. Frick is this monkey?
He'll type again. I assume this is not what I'm paid for.
No, it's not. It's much bigger, much better. It's not gonna get down so easily.
Maybe a challenge for once. He'll tip it up towards the fridge.
Little did he know that Ultron had already stolen the fridge.
Well, now I have a bigger motive to chase him.
Okay. Never completely. Yeah, the map for inside Stark Tower is not really a battle map.
It's fine.
But yeah, it is under full lockdown, and that will move us over for now. But mostly dead. Like, whatever you think is happening in your version of Stark Tower, you can run with.
Holy shit! Look at all of those guys.
It's you.
Let's use a Hulkbuster monk. But basically, Tony would just get undressed from his suit, and he'd sit in his chair, and from the back of the chair would just be a bunch of like tiny surgical knives that would start repairing him from his almost near death experience. And then he'd look at the trident and just go, help yourself. Start doing stuff, and we'll make you better in a spiffy.
No problem. Thank you.
You guys are all in Stark Tower. This place is better equipped than like most. Got scanners and anything you can imagine, and, and if you need a lab in terms of one of your features, you've definitely got it.
Um, did Tony just gave me permission to use some of this stuff, or?
Use.
Hitmonkey will grab a banana from the fridge, and then he'll like go to one of the computers and like hang from something above it, and he'll type on the keyboard with his hands, and one leg will hold them up, and the other he will eat the banana. He will move the banana to his mouth, and you just see if you can find anything about the menu he's looking for. He has no idea what Tony actually has access to, but this looks very high tech. So maybe it will earn more results than what he can do.
Yeah, so you can make a logic check with an edge from Tony's equipment.
Well, 15.
Okay, yeah, with the 15, you definitely don't hack into like a shield database or something. I don't think that's Hitmonkey's forte.
No, not his
But
agenda as well.
yeah, but you do manage to search, and yeah, actually you would find uh, like you realize you're looking through Tony Stark's personal emails, and you see an email um, from Reed Richards that when you open it has a clip in it of what looks like a containment facility and of a robot breaking out the same guy in the picture. Like you can see that there is like a almost like a medical or it's hard to tell if it's a medical facility or if it's a prison. It kind of looks halfway between both. But Reed Richards is sending this message and with this clip to say that someone broke out of the Baxter building and was broken out by this robot. And he was asking Tony uh, if he could identify any of the actual machinery on the robot that was. Sorry, I haven't actually written this freaking email, so
Yeah, I understand what's there.
but you get the idea. He's asking uh, like what the hell this robot was that broke out. However, Storm, you will see this over Hitmonkey's shoulder, and you recognize the robot as the mutant you were looking for. Seems the mutant you were looking for broke out the man that Hitmonkey's trying to find.
Holy shit. So how does the web connect?
Yeah, I'll just type on my phone and say, Mr. Stark, you have an important email from Reed Richards.
Start with a little bit of a better feeling after being stitched up a little bit. He's gonna look at his computer and gonna swipe in order to bring the last email and see the same exact video that Monkey just saw.
That's the guy Hitmonkey has to kill. And that's a robot.
You can give me a logic check to kind of do what Reed is asking and identify what kind of machinery this is using and if it is Stark tech. You can immediately tell that it is similar to Stark tech, but this is inferior nanotech that that robot is using, similar to the kinds of tech that Hydra was using, that like some of their enhancements, especially after the last invasion. Like you saw some of their attempts at making super soldier suits and stuff like that. But it's not Stark Tech.
Well, it's similar, but at the same time, I'm gonna send a message to the read immediately that while it is similar, it's not exactly the same thing. But it's also the thing that we are looking for. I'm gonna ask him just as to who the dude in the video is, that he can respond when he's got the time for it.
Yeah, Reed will respond with probably a Red Shot's number because just saying that I think we know one of his friends, but the kid's a cyborg. Got controlled by something apparently. His friends say he's a decent guy. But the old man is more of a worry. Just be on the lookout for ninjas.
Ninjas? Okay. I didn't have any clue as to where the kid might be. I'm not the kid specifically, but
Japan, if they are connected to ninjas.
You guys are gonna have to figure that out. You can tell me how you're trying to figure it out. You've got all the resources at your disposal, but you just know that this is the first you're hearing about him.
Hey, monkey, hack into the city's surveillance and have it checked, like, for what you call it, faces, like, of that kid they are looking for. I'm sure you have that right, Stark.
Hitmonkey will finish his banana and toss it on the table. Actually, he will. He will throw it in the trash. He's very good at basketball. The 24 in agility. He'll land on the table and use 2 hands and 1 foot to start hacking because he definitely knows how to do that.
Wait, really, or
No, probably not. But
oh.
Storm told him to. Well, he'll try. He's a part of the team.
Yeah, roll a logic check for
Yeah.
hacking on time. When you throw the banana peel with such skill, it like gives everyone else complete confidence that you know what you're doing. But
It's a very.
it just starts mashing buttons. It's just like it looks like a movie hacker scene where they're just like typing quickly on the keyboard.
Okay, I'm gonna help teammate by Stormy just going over to the PC, just finding one of the USBs and just
Another keyboard.
just turning like electric what's called like just electric current through it. Hopefully that can fix it. Yes. I don't think it can save it, but who knows?
It's one higher.
One of the screens explodes from the overcharge from the the lightning. That
Oh, I
it's
figured
like,
out what we do. I'm just gonna do the Palpatine one, and it's a scream, unlimited power, and blow up everything in Starks. Most likely, if I did that.
yeah. Tony, you remember you forgot to put the surge protection on that machine, but you have another like 100 computers in here that you can easily take control of yourself, like holograms and things like that. They're essentially breaking the work laptop.
What are you guys doing? Jesus.
Type the phone. Hacking the city grid.
That's not how you do it. Just stop before you break anything.
He's clearly asking us to go to the fridge and grab the champagne and bananas.
Good idea.
Tony's gonna get on the case of trying to get as much information out of the city grids proper way.
Yeah, as Storm and Hitmonkey move away from the smoldering wreckage of this one workstation, go to the little kitchen. Tony just brings up this massive holographic display all around and it starts easily sifting through these images. You can give me a logic check, so with edge.
That's good.
Okay, yeah, you start to run facial recognition all over the city, and you will get a hit in Brooklyn. You will see um, an image of that same guy, the robot from before. You will see him walking out of a warehouse in Brooklyn, and you can tell that it's some sort of old manufacturing plant. It when you like he's you see he is caught on like a street camera there a couple of times, but his name is like blurred. It's like this is something that would happen with like a spy or someone who's like hiding their identity. Um, you don't get a name off of the facial recognition, but the building is registered to Hector Silva.
Oh. Oh. Just gonna still Friday to remember the coordinates. I'm gonna look at I'm gonna get up, get in front of my wall where a bunch of my suits are. Then just be looking at what he wants to do.
When he looks over, does he see like Trident trying to wear one of the suits already, or what is Trident doing here?
I want to wear a suit. What?
Mostly
Just
just a
like halfway into the suit, like what? No, I wasn't planning.
no, I'm just admiring them. They're honestly they're beautiful.
Yes, they are. But you don't get to wear them. That's something you need to earn.
Or you could steal a suit.
Well, I wouldn't recommend that. I highly would not recommend that.
Where's the gray guy, by the way? You had a gray suit, didn't you? Did someone steal it or something?
Hitman can
No.
choose loudly his banana. He doesn't have human manners. His mouth is open and everything.
Yeah, can't really expect manners from a monkey.
Expecting him to help you. Kill a giant robot.
That's a different thing.
Think it's easier?
Did manners? Yeah.
While they've been like trying to pin down Hector, are you making any upgrades like you said you might, or have you just been admiring?
I might put in like an order for like. I might put like in my dream design if I had all of the resources in the world. I might be feeding that into the Stark fabrication system he has in the tower, and then
Yeah,
putting in my home and putting my home address and putting my the college address on it for delivery.
I thought you were planning to upgrade your boots so you can fly easier.
One
Yes.
Stark-made fabrication machine to my room.
No, no, I'm putting in an order for the boots through his fabrication system, and I think the report would be done in like 4 hours. Cool.
like the boot comment is more because like what Trident has sent is like a full suit. It's like, yeah, he did the boots, but then he was like, well, while I'm here, you know,
I might as well.
there's
Complete the look.
a full superhero outfit that is just ready to go. So yeah, depending on what Stark lets you keep, uh, you, you'll be getting some upgrades in the mail soon.
To start with, Tony would just come and try to help him get the upgrades immediately. If that's all right.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. And as he's kind of putting this in, I imagine Trident actually might have paused when putting in his home address. So when would he?
Yeah, I was
would
about
he
to
make
put in
that
my home.
approach?
I was like about to put in my home address and realized, wait, that's underwater. So then I switched to universities.
Yeah, I suppose he knows you're a uni student. He knows who you are. What about that?
True.
That's like half of your secret identity. So yeah, the uni dorms, but yeah, I mean Tony, if you want to try and upgrade his boots, you've definitely got some time to do it. Probably wouldn't be that complex of an upgrade, and you literally have all the equipment for building exactly these kinds of things.
Why
Monkey
don't
will
you?
spend the time to try and bake banana bread.
What kind of gun does Monkey have?
I don't know, 2 clocks, I don't know. It's 2 pistols.
AK-47, or maybe it's the Russian one. What's called?
And
You just said the Russian one.
there's Stark S5s.
What's the
From the old
what's the Slavic one called?
Argons?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. HS product. I think fucking American soldiers, not American policemen use them or something like that. Like, we have a bunch of famous things, but never mind that. This for another time. Yeah, basically, Tony would grab his boots and nearby equipment to start dealing with some smart upgrades that he would think of. And at the same time, he would tell Friday to bring out some weaponry for the monkey, so the monkey can get also better pistols. I know there is nothing like in-game mechanically, but just for fun.
No, I like it.
yeah.
The oven pings for your to show that your banana bread is ready, and like as you take it out, and the sniff, the oven just unfolds, and like because let's be honest, Tony was never using it
Yep.
as it like the armory opens up, and you just get this like tray of every kind of weapon you could imagine, all uh, yeah, Stark Tech weaponry. So Tony can probably switch them off if he needs to, but you've got some fancy stuff.
Treat yourself, monkey. I'll finish this, and we'll move out quickly.
He taps on his phone. Hitmonkey is satisfied with his equipment. If something jams, he cannot turn to Stark every time to ask him to fix it, nor can he buy a new one like that. So he will stick with his weapons. But he appreciates it.
Oh. You're lost.
Looking over his pistols like a samurai looking at their sword. Like, no, it's respect one.
Talking monkey.
Actually, yeah, he would have some. You know, those the pistols in John Wick that, that he has that it's like
Engraved.
not not just engraved, but it's like they're so badass. It just it's like got every little attachment that you could want, but it's not. It doesn't look like a weapon from Call of Duty. You know, that's got just like over the top, like it's sleek and tactically efficient, but just the perfect hitman's pistol. Those kinds of things. I mean, Tony can really offer you anything, but I imagine
It's not about
you know,
the tech, it's about vengeance.
I imagine to be like old school Stark pistols from back when he made weapons. Kind of collector items since he stopped making them.
yeah, I'm thinking about that, but uh, that's Tony's always got a side project. But that probably is also why Hitmonkey is projecting these newfangled. Like, no, that one shoots a net. That's really like a zipline gun is not going to. Actually, there's a zipline gun there. Maybe he could use that, but no, he's a monkey. Why? Just swing from thing. And what about the upgrades to the boots? Is there something in particular you're trying to make them do? Do you want them to go faster, or shall we just say that that will probably be what is
Yeah.
represented in the next advancement?
Yeah, like I don't think I'm gonna aim for flight 2 now. Like I'm just hoping for like more repulsors on them so they're more stable and easier to control. Just baseline. I'm aiming for flight 1. I'm aiming for flight 1 with no caveats, with no rolls required.
I'll tell you what, you've already got that, don't you? Mechanically, you took that power.
Yes.
Because then, if you've already got the flight 1, and then I'll say that this upgrade will give you the piloting tag, but with tech reliance.
Piloting
well.
tag. Okay.
Piloting, well, that means you know how to operate vehicles of all kinds, technically, but it will give you an edge on agility checks triggered by piloting or driving a vehicle during a movement action. So it'll be specifically for these, it'll give you an edge on your agility checks. Like when you were trying to catch up to the stroller, you would have had an edge.
Sounds good.
But Tony's going to have to make a logic check to try and make that upgrade. But I'll say if you guys are working on it together, then you'll have a double edge.
God damn it.
I am.
616.
You have two
I'm-
edges, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I know.
I am
Anyway.
helping in the sense that I'm handing him the tools that he needs.
I'm helping myself to 2 plates and giving Storm a slice of banana bread.
Oh well, time to enjoy champagne and banana bone.
I'm trying to find on the Iron Man suit that you were wearing. Doesn't he actually have jet skates or something?
Doesn't he have, so sorry, what, jet?
Jet skates. I feel like that's something on his. I think it might give him
Yeah,
like
Speed run 1, jet skates, yeah, on MK3. It's underneath the powers, last one.
So, for your next advancement point, if you do want to go, because that may be another way to go if you want. You could either do the piloting, or it could give you um, speed run with the tech reliance. That's on that suit of Iron Man armor. It calls them jet skates. I think are more for like just firing from side to side. I guess piloting makes more sense for the stabilization. But it's up to you. If you like edge on agility checks or increase your movement speed overall.
For Hayden.
I think I'm gonna take the edge.
Cool. I've already added that to your sheet then. Always opportunities to do upgrades again later, but as Storm and Hitmonkey are running out of banana bread, you guys maybe are you testing them out here? See if it's more stable.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick flight around the room, check the balance and all that.
You can make that that agility check in here with an edge. See how well these control.
Marvelously.
Holy shit. You're natural.
Oh,
This controls like a dream. You're immediately not sure how you didn't break your neck before the way it was previously. This makes it so much easier.
Oh, these are a lot better. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Anytime. You learn them at least. But we should probably get moving.
Yep, get on the road.
Yeah, it has gone nighttime now, I believe. Yeah, it is completely dark outside, but New York is still very much alive and awake. Yeah, you guys have got a moment here around the table to decide where you want to head to next, but uh, you have got a lead in Brooklyn, but I'm going to drop a poll and you can vote there. But yeah, obviously have the discussion for it.
I
That sure. I keep speaking over you, my bad. Carry on.
should be where is the that he was spotted in Brooklyn, right?
Yep. Under on the coordinates to everybody.
Should we go through the area, see if it's there?
Yeah. I think it's the easiest way and the best, quickest way to just go there and see what we can find.
Hitmonkey nods in agreement. Oh shit, he has the public identity tag? You know, you noticed that?
Who, Hit Monkey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a pretty identifiable monkey. That's
Yeah.
compared to the other. Like, hey, is that?
Not because he's famous, because he's a monkey with guns. That's
Well, and wearing a three-piece suit. Like,
yeah.
that's, I think that's the biggest giveaway.
The people that believe he is real know who he is.
Hitmonkey is your only salvation, yeah.
Well, I mean, he was on Instagram earlier because he's very famous on Instagram. Everyone, like all the ladies love it. It's a
All the
selfie with
single
him.
ladies.
Your hands up, and you just see 4 monkey paws going into the head. Okay. So we're going to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Give me a second to roll on these things. Oh, okay, yes, that's nice. Very fitting. Okay, so wait, did I finish setting up this map? That's the one map I didn't finish. Got like 10 million, but I'm pretty sure I did set this one up. Just need to find it. But yeah, as you are making your way over, I don't think there's going to be too much getting in your way. Actually, you know what? You can roll a 616 if you roll slash. There's a command for it. I figured out. Just so you can just roll from your sheet. It's just D616. No, 3D6M6, capital M, and it'll roll the mob. But just Storm. We haven't heard much from you. You can roll 616. Please.
I roll a 616.
So just roll slash. Yeah, roll 3DM. What? Should show the formula here. 1 second. Like that. Do you see the 3D6M6? I made a macro for it because that's make it easy. Yeah, with a
Holy
7. And was that? Oh, you've got an edge. Reroll. This
Yeah,
might
that
be
was-
successful.
Just roll a d6. If you get a 1. Oh,
Okay, so not a fantastic, but definitely a success. As well, no, I suppose success doesn't really make sense. But you are going to find something. Right? Yeah. Okay. You will, as you're making your way across New York and sort of flying over Brooklyn Bridge, making your way in, you will notice down below that there are quite a lot of warehouses around here. Okay, so the table I rolled on, you'll be able to find that once you actually get inside. So there is nothing that gets in your way, but you do arrive at a warehouse in Brooklyn that was on the screens, and I'll show that now. We're just going to put you in an alley for now, but it is one of these. Oh, I did have the map in mind. Sorry, I couldn't find this. Oh, and you were getting medical attention there, so you would all be back up to full hit point.
Not on the verge of death anymore.
Not necessarily focus though. If you want to spend karma and stuff to regain focus and hit points, that would be the time.
I forget that focus is different than in D&D.
Yeah, there is. If you like rest overnight, you can recover it, but
There's also an ability for that, but yeah.
also Tony, your suit would regain its focus. That's you were giving yourself medical attention on Tony Stark himself, so you've got a brand new fresh suit that hasn't seen much battle.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, what about you've gone there, you've had a rest at Stark Tower. I'm not going to be like, okay, well, you need an exact 8 hours of rest. We really don't. Everyone's back up to full on everything. Because there's like mechanics for like how long it takes to get your hit points back, but yeah, I suppose we could get it to work. That actually might be interesting for when you end up switching characters because your character is exhausted but needs to stop. But for now, everyone's back up to full from different factions, so it takes me a second to find your tokens. I don't know where you're coming in from.
Is Trident on the board?
No, I'm putting.
Sorry.
And also heal yourself. Yeah.
You guys arrive at night. You are seeing this warehouse is like a loading dock, and there is a truck parked outside. You can see that the doors of the truck are open. It seems like they are loading something into it from the warehouse, or unloading something. Hard to tell, but you guys descend from the skies, so you can pick a rooftop nearby if you want, if you can land on there. Otherwise, I've just placed you down in the middle of the street.
Hitmonkey will type and say, Hitmonkey suggests a more quieter approach, but you are made out of metal.
Yeah, I can believe that you'll find yourself a way to get in the action, so go hide if you want. I mean, go be stealthy. Don't hide.
Monkey will tiptoe to the other side here and try to climb out the roof.
You can make an agility check if you're going stealthily.
Yep.
And if you've got sneaky, you'll have an edge.
I do not. I'm just small.
I'm just small.
Well, I rolled horribly, but I have a +8, so it might help me.
Oh.
Yeah, so the monkey easily parkours his way up onto the building.
Oh, I also have free running. I forgot to
Yeah,
parkour up, but yeah,
this wouldn't be for the free running part. That was
yeah,
for stealth.
sneaking. Yeah,
just yeah, it climbs up there like a monkey, and you are up on the roof. You don't notice anything yet, but you are on the roof of the building that you're looking for. So if you want to look around up there, you can give a vigilance check. But
Yeah.
as Hitmonkey sneaks up there, what are the others doing? He could have landed on a roof, I will say. Like, I just put the street because I didn't know where he wanted to come
Hitmonkey doesn't see much.
I think Tony would prefer a front approach. He'd just probably land on this truck. And can I assume that this is the entrance to the building?
in. Yes. I mean, you can make a vigilance check with Edge if you're landing right there to look inside. But
The
there's
most
quite a
vigilant
loud
one.
honk as you come down on top of the truck. Now, if you're trying to land quietly, you can also give an agility check, but I imagine
I
not
think
that
Tony
good.
could really be quiet.
Yeah, that it would need to be a fantastic to kick those boosters in. But if anyone is inside the truck, they just heard the song and look up as um. But when you look inside Hitmonkey, you don't see anything on the rooftops. It seems like it's clear. Uh, Tony, when you look up inside, you can see stacks of boxes like crates, and it looks like it goes further in. There's like a whole warehouse in there. It looks like some sort of manufacturing facility. You are definitely in the right place, and there is some movement inside. But we'll get to uh, I'll get to what the movement is in a second. As what are the others doing? Yeah, Trident and Storm. How are you making your entrance?
I am gonna sneakily run across the road.
You know what? It is a perfect time to use the power.
Actually, that actually
Cool.
that would help a lot.
Okay, yeah, that's a cool move. So the
So
fog,
I'm just basically just coming down and just with it just as I land, just from me just appears like this fog and just envelop us.
Oh, the effect.
okay, so as the fog like rises and um, yeah, you easily try to move through the mist. You can make an agility check still to sneak up, but you'll have double edge on it now from the fog. Oh yes, there we go. Always go for the marvel. So fantastic success. I'll say that as yeah, the fog from Storm. Uh, you definitely give everyone cover as Iron Man. You see inside quite a big looking guy, but wearing a red like a wrap around kind of around his head that was in one of these crates, and he seems to be like looking in your direction, but looking into the truck as he then you notice that there is someone in the truck underneath you, but he is going to come running to the front as he realizes it is Iron. And on either side of him, he will be flanked by uh, two other figures, but they haven't noticed anyone else other than Iron Man as the fog is rolling in. So as you make your entrance, you see three figures in red. Yeah, fuck. You see three ninjas. I'm trying to describe, but without making it obvious. They've noticed.
La
One in the
ninjas.
middle, he seems to be missing an arm, and he's got like a cybernetic arm on the one side.
As they're trying to get out, Tony would just use his laser on the hand just to carve a hole and then just knock out the guy in the van so he can't escape no matter what.
Okay, nice. You're dropping down on it. You can make a melee check for that, or an ego attack, just because I don't think you've got a specific power for that.
I don't punch him. Not effectively.
Okay, yeah, you cut a hole in the top of the truck, and as you drop down, like you should just squash the thug underneath you, but as you land down and hit him, you are going to get pushed off to the side and like into the side of the truck, and you quickly realize that this truck is full of like parts, but it is they are the parts of what look like one gigantic hand, a hand that is taking up the whole truck, made of like metal parts. That looks like the severed hand of a giant robot.
Mhm.
And the guy that looks at you is rightly unamused, as he looks almost exactly the same as the guy that was standing in the doorway. And you see this one is also missing an arm, but it is like in the picture, it's like just a spike prosthetic on it.
Yikes.
And with that, you have dropped down on there. We're going to roll for initiative. Sorry, I haven't put all the tokens yet. And you guys will still have a chance to do something here, as you haven't been noticed yet. So what are the other three doing as Tony drops down into the truck and you see a couple of figures appear in the doorway?
I wanted to take one of the ventilation tunnels, like inside. Not sure if there is any inside. Like map wise.
Yeah, map wise that would be a separate location, but you yeah, no.
No, yeah, it's fine. I'll just move slowly towards the edge and ready my pistols.
You can use it to fast travel to these vents over there.
Okay.
Yes, jump in. Or
Yeah.
anywhere else that you see a vent. You can just
Okay.
warp through them.
Yeah. I'll just get ready to see. Yeah, I'm just perching, ready to attack. We're rolling initiative, so it's sooner than I think.
Well, initiative.
Another marble, yes. Monkeys on a roll.
Monk is killing.
Monkey steals our marbles.
Or can you imagine being defeated by monkey with guns as a villain?
Could be worse.
Something creepy.
That's why Tony hired him, not because he thinks he's capable, but he thinks it'll be hilarious.
Demoralizing.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just doing encounters like this. Will take a second for me to figure out the balance. Cool. Yeah, I think we're good. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So, did anyone get a marble there?
Hitmonkey did.
Nice.
Not sure if the ninjas did. It doesn't show their roles.
Doesn't show me their rolls either.
Did you roll for them?
Maybe not. I didn't. Okay, no marbles then. Oh, come on. That suck. They rolled the same thing. Damn it. Okay, so yeah, hit monkey and that was Trident stealth. So hit monkey, you're gonna have a bonus turn here. Go to you.
He will drop down here and then leap towards the truck. And while he's in the air, he'll perform a maneuver called Dance of Death.
Ah, his signature maneuver.
His signature. Holy shit! Holy shit!
It seems it
Yes,
works.
You have
Oh,
eight.
oh.
You roll
Yes,
the edge.
Oh my!
It's
Dude,
it's
imagine-
36 damage. It's halved, and they're all bleeding.
Is
They're
it
just
half to
nuts.
fantastic?
Yeah, Fantastic takes full damage, but it will be half of the 72. Like
Oh,
with
okay.
36.
Imagine just seeing a monkey in a suit and like, oh, how cute! All of a sudden, there's just guns in your face.
Sorry, what is the what is the
36, and I believe if they have any damage reduction, it will ignore it.
I'm applying it manually for that. Yeah, those two ninjas are dead for sure, but the fists are still up.
And they will be bleeding because they got a marvel.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
I'll
My
return,
bonus
then
turn.
it goes back to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could describe this all as one big turn, but Hit Monkey making an entrance, killing two ninjas and badly wounding two others.
I'll focus on the one at the entrance with a double tap attack. Holy shit.
Another marble.
Oh, he takes. Wait. says, oh yeah, double damage and another bleeding, which I don't think stacks, but 72 damage on this one. But it, yeah.
That is enough to kill him. See, well, actually, it knocks him out. But does he have? Yeah, it knocks him out. But as the two ninjas are dead for sure. But uh, you you see that this guy is not expecting a monkey to suddenly appear, guns blazing.
Yeah, then as he takes him down, he'll perform a Deadpool reload and point both the guns at the remaining ninja.
As you do that, and as we go to Iron Man's turn, you will see the giant hand in the truck, and I need actually I can roll for it. Hold on.
Are the professional Iron Man?
Good idea.
Okay. Yeah, you see that that fist looks very worried after what the monkey has just done, and then turns to look at Iron Man. What are you?
Oh, I thought the literal fist. Okay, that's his name.
Yeah, that is the enemy type. It
Yeah, like the hand, so they probably have a fist as one. Yeah.
has a fist of the hand, but there's also a giant hand in the actual.
Oh, okay.
Like it looks like a giant robot hand. That's what is being transported.
So we're not fighting the Foot Clan.
Yeah,
Because you're not Ninja Turtles, but
Yeah, wrong universe.
yeah, I remember grab this guy, kind of just like lift him up, and then would put his hand and just push him into this like whatever container. I think won't really do damage, but probably won't do damage. But still, should be enough.
it's a hit.
Yeah. And then we just push him right here.
Yeah, and just blasts him through the side of the truck, and he kind of smashes into that. Um, yeah, just kind of embedded in it now.
Just imagining the trident falling near my head just to fail the lead. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, nice. Does that not do damage?
Oh, only on contested, yeah, on
Oh,
contested. it
fantastic.
does.
Nice. Then Trident. Yeah, you kind of hear the commotion as you hear the gunshots going off, and on the other side of the truck, um, you just heard a thud as Iron Man has set you up. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take advantage of it and hit the guy. Probably, probably I'm gonna throw my trident at him.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Not a melee attack.
Yeah, at 54 hit points there.
That is the plan's teamwork.
Um, that's my turn.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna just approach the warehouse, and that's my turn.
we added your flight speed to your sheet.
Not yet. I'm trying to figure that part out.
Yeah, that should be 15, I think. He's got flight 1, right?
Yes. There you go.
Have we not added flight 1 to your sheet either?
Um. Oh no, it is there. Cool. Yeah.
But have you added the power to your sheet?
Not yet.
Okay, there, I've done it. I can
Thank you.
do it very easily. I just need to know. But Storm, as you see them just unleashing all of this, you will you kind of see that happening, and then you feel a strange sort of disturbance as the fog around you starts to shift, and you hear a familiar, like, sort of droning sound as a low booming voice says from behind you. You hear it just says mutant detected, and you turn around to see a one-armed sentinel standing behind you. It has just landed in the fog.
Freaking sentinels. Goddamn sentinels.
You see it is missing like an arm from the elbow down.
I know exactly what I want to do. I want to ruin the weather for a lot of people. Just look at this power. And I calculated it's 20 miles. Which is, as I recall, it is about 38 kilometers.
A storm breaks out over New York City. This is way, yeah. This the power's insane. As a reaction, you can pull down lightning.
And that's the next move.
When you're attacked, you can.
If the character also has blah blah, they can use the react. Oh, interesting. Well, it's perfect.
This is you kind of like lifting up to actually start commanding the wind.
Perfect. Perfect, man. Oh well, a freaking sentinel. Just gonna move there. See. Yeah, move there. That's perfect. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Give a second here as the rain begins.
So, it's actually funny because I can have both powers up at the same time.
I cannot have both effects up at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
Fixing it is-
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you can.
So it's
The
just
fog is
space.
okay.
Yeah, so it's both foggy and stormy. Now, oh, it's even a dark night. I just made the perfect thing.
Yeah,
It was
But
the
dark.
dark. Now we just need to be in Britain and be on that white street, whatever it's called, Whitechapel.
Well, as we melt your machines with the storms. Actually, looks pretty sick. Yeah, then we go to. Oh, what? Turn back to try. But now go to the ninjas on the inside. You are going to hear a bit of a commotion as the guys that went to investigate just got wrecked, and there will be more ninjas appearing. But they will appear on the rooftop as one. Eh, ah, yeah, 3 ninjas and an old man appear on the roof. But that is their turn to summon the new guy. And then the sentinel detected a mutant and is going to make an elemental blast attack at Storm. Here is autofocusing.
Elemental blast. Ooh.
Oh, okay. 19 to, and that is going to be for 38 points plus 20 focus. I think there's another plus 10 damage.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So you see him raise his one working hand and just blast a beam of energy at you.
And you said an extra 10 damage.
Yeah. Extra 10 damage on that one.
Well, just return the fire. I am the one controlling the element. You're merely a pale imitation. Let's see. Yes. Always go for the marble.
Okay, nice.
So that strikes
Yeah.
the sentinel, I think.
Absolutely. The sentinel is struck by lightning, and you see it kind of like sort of short circuiting for a moment as it's, well, just getting struck by lightning. But you will notice also as that happens, its eyes kind of flash red and white and blue as it seems like you are you're sort of frying its circuitry somewhat. But yeah, nice. It takes that hit. It has probably got some lightning proofing as you notice its damage reduction. It is equipped to fight against Storm. Still, a lightning strike is never good. Because I need surge protected. Hit monkey, we go to you.
Did Hitmonkey hear the ninjas approaching?
No, but you would definitely not hear it, especially not in a rainstorm. But you
Yeah.
can give me a vigilance check as you are probably looking for more.
13.
That's a success against challenging for you, right? Yeah, you would notice them up at on the rooftop. You'd see them appearing where you just jumped out from. But also, yeah, actually no, he doesn't have like heightened senses or anything, does he?
I think someone here has because I can see them, like as a player, but no, as a monkey it doesn't.
Okay, yeah, then that's then you don't like sniff them out, but you can tell that they're on inches off.
Alright, I'll charge the ninjas. As I believe I have enough movement to leap. The janitor. Now would you look at that?
Yeah.
All within 5 spaces of me.
Is he? God damn it! I moved him an extra step forward because I was like, I put him right on the edge. But of course,
If it helps, I added one more movement space, so I can still move one more forward.
no. Uh, that's good. If he's in range, yeah, you definitely see
Oh my
the
god.
man in the picture. And good God,
Oh, well, almost another 616. They all take 36 damage, and they're bleeding.
okay, but hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I haven't even looked at what reactions they have.
Fair point.
Fucking monkey! This is like 5th marble in a row.
I'm a professional.
Yeah, true. Proper hitman.
Hit monkey.
It's just when it doesn't even get to their turn, it really is fucking pointless.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said the total was?
36 to all of them, and they're bleeding.
Okay, well, I will say that they are going to they're going to try to protect Stick for
Yeah.
sure. And these guys have got the speed, so they're going to use their reaction and protect him from that attack. Both of them are insta hit. Then
Makes sense.
36.
Take one step aside and end my turn. Pointing one gun at each of them.
Okay, that's amazing. Yeah, sorry, I just had to go through their reactions because I actually wasn't sure if they had anything. Those two try and get in the way, and you just gun them down as Stick tries to take cover behind one of these aircon units and realizes that this monkey is here to kill him. Kind of shouts to you in the rain. You don't have to do this, you know. You could be a real asset to our organization. I mean, come on. What could they possibly be paying you?
This
Bananas.
futile with this futile type. It's not about the money, it's about vengeance.
You just slide the phone under the aircon unit and it appears next to Stick. And he goes, I can't read that. I'm blind.
Yeah, but it's yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah.
Probably can't even
the
hear
voice-
shit because of the rain. So
No, he can definitely hear. He's got super hearing. So
Okay.
he hears the voice of the old Chinese lady saying this to him, and he's like very confused as to what has come for him. But
Everyone are confused what counts for them when it's hit monkey. So it's fine.
Stick would probably be the least confused out of most people. Like,
Because he's blind.
yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose. He's like, no, I mean, they with the hand, like all of the weird stuff, they worship the beast. So actually, as you are coming in here, he's like starting to wonder, maybe this is the creature of legend that has come to take its revenge on the hand. Meanwhile, Iron Man, you're inside. Your trick of kicking this guy out there to get speared with the trident has worked wonderfully.
Yes.
So
Iron
except
Man's gonna.
you may
yeah.
notice something that I totally forgot to do.
Good.
The end of their turn. Okay, sorry. Continue, Iron Man.
See? Yeah, Ironman's gonna fly up and he's gonna look at the carnage that the monkey's doing behind him. He's gonna figure out that monkey doesn't need help. He's a professional. Now he's gonna turn around and focus on the big fucking guy. And slam him with a one elemental blast. And spend additional 10 points of focus for additional 10 points of damage.
5 points.
Hmm?
It's 2 focus for 1 damage.
5 points of damage. You're correct. Sorry. YOLO.
Yeah.
Order. So, 73 points of damage. And they're knocked prone. So I guess that I aim at their core, but it's destabilizing them so hard that they just like take a knee.
He is going to. I thought. Yeah. So he will use a reaction to like try and stop itself and just drop to the one knee, but as it kind of drops down, it is now perfect eye level with you, because it's like missing the one arm. It's down to one knee, and then it looks up, and you see the flickering after that lightning strike in its eyes as it looks up at Tony, and you will just start to hear from like inside the sentinel, like there's music playing from inside, and you start to hear that song again about being a puppet on a string, and you start to see something is trying to override the sentinel.
King Ultron. Can it try to trace where the interference is coming from inside the Sentinel? Like from where he's getting commands? Like is he just inside, or is like someone controlling him through the Wi-Fi or something?
Yeah, you can make a logic check or an ego check to figure that out.
Logic is our stronger side.
Yeah, you can tell that the Ultron's code is on that machine, and the hand that is in the truck belongs to that machine. But that's its missing arm. But it currently when it saw Storm, it went for the mutant. Ultron doesn't have full control over it, but yeah, it's definitely basically possessed by Ultron. But it has 2 sets of code in there that are with the 19. You'd realize that the desire to kill all mutants actually overrode Ultron's desire to wipe out all organic life. So you kind of might be able to use a mutant to your advantage in that. Other than that, yeah, that's Ultron in a big ass body.
Yeah.
The hand clearly stole his hand, so he's pissed. Trident, as Iron Man is figuring that out. I mean, you can speak out of turn, but Trident, we do go to you.
I'm gonna look at the inside with the gunfire scum and look at the sentinel and then make a charge at it at the sentinel using my flight. And I'm gonna hit him with the trident. Fully somewhat effective.
Well, he's dropped down to one knee and he is missing an arm, but he is. How tall are these things? They're freaking massive.
I think they're like like a 3-story
I mean,
building.
they can be like hundreds of feet tall. They can be all kinds of things. Technically, it is gigantic by Marvel standards, which I'll point out that is, you guys are average. Then there's big, then there's huge, and then there's gigantic. So it's,
Huge is 24 feet tall. Gigantic is 100.
thank you. That's what I was. Okay, 100 feet tall. I thought that's what it was. That just seems insane.
It's not
Do
the
you know?
highest option. Titanic is 400 and Gargantuan is 1600.
Yeah, but you know how high up 100 feet is for a robot? Like,
Very high.
this thing is insanely big. I actually need to make the token bigger to represent. But yeah, it's 100 foot tall. It is now on one knee. So where are you going?
I don't think I can reach the top, so I'm probably gonna go for the hand, hoping to disable some of the weapons.
Well, you can fly, so you can definitely reach the top.
Yeah, but I only have 15 spaces.
Yeah, but he's kneeling. Oh, wait, actually, he had to move a bit, yeah.
So he's
Just,
kneeling. 15 spaces into the air would definitely get you to at least halfway up.
just use the ram action and just smack into him. You can definitely reach him that way.
Yeah, actually, that's true. For 100, I was thinking halfway down, but if you kneel, that he's not kissing his knee. So yeah, if you wanted to go for the head, you'd either have to throw it or go for a dash, like a ram attack. Otherwise, you're around his mid torso at your full height.
Yes, I'm gonna be aiming for hoping for like some kind of weak spot, but mostly just taking a wild swing at it.
So yeah, are you going with what you said before? You're going for the weapon, the hand.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you see is raising that hand and the energy is starting to gather up into it again. But let's see, you've still got that. Ooh, a 17 is a hit.
24 to hit.
Yes, 24 to hit. Your trident ignores the level of damage reduction, does
Yes.
it? Very nice. So, yeah, you will stab right in there, seemingly breaking through a couple of layers of armor plating that only Wolverine would be able to cut through. But you leave a similar looking mark, to be fair. The 3 holes.
Nice. I'm gonna make them on my turn.
Or someone might have just taken 5 damage.
Not me.
Not me.
Was it me?
Okay, no, they're not applied properly. Storm, we go to you as you see Trident and Iron Man keeping the Sentinel busy, and the monkeys climbed up onto the roof, but you just took a hell of a blast.
Oh well. Only one thing to do then. Have the poor sentinel taste the power of the element. Have the perfect one. Oh well. Can't win every time. Does that hit?
That is a hit.
Unfolds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just hope for the fun effect. But it's fine. It still takes like normal damage. Check. Just that does not eat anything, and then you can just float up to the roof, seeing what happens there. My job is done.
Mexican standoff on the roof.
Japanese stand up. I sorry, it didn't apply the text. Very nice. Cool. So as the Sentinel is looking quite badly damaged now, as it's been hit by several bolts of lightning, we go to the one that Iron Man thought he knocked out. Is going to his bleeding is gone because he has a healing factor, and he jumps up onto the truck and leaps into the air behind Iron Man.
Mm.
And he is going to he's going to try and grab you in the air, grappling technique against Iron.
I
17
can't.
against the main.
Yeah, that hits. We can't see the roll. That's why.
Oh, man, sorry, I'm on private because I was using the tape.
Yeah, no worries. Saying that I didn't know if it hits or not, but that will definitely hit.
Yeah, so 31 points of damage to you. Okay, it dropped to 21. But then he's going to, as he pulls you, he kind of grabs a hold of you and is going to try and stab you with that spiked arm, as he is going to use leech life and try and drain your life force.
What?
Draining your battery, man.
What the hell, man?
He's trying to drain Tony's battery from inside the suit. He's trying to stab right through there against your resilience defense. That is a
He
12.
misses by 1.
I'm trying to see. Does he have anything that could give him edge? I don't believe he does.
And Allah,
I
you
mean,
can give him an edge.
Sentinel
but
can help him.
all his allies are dead around him, so they don't know that he's there.
Oh, okay. Oh, they can see. Okay, because not on the edge. Okay.
They all on the rooftop, and the other ones that could see him are dead. Yeah, only the priestess could maybe help him, but she's kind of got her hands full in the standoff.
Hand. Yeah.
Yeah, you see he's like stabbing into the back, but he can't get through the armor, and at the end of his turn, he will heal back a little bit.
But I'm still grappled, right?
Yes, he's. You're kind of flying with him, grabbing up to you. I can't find the grapple.
I think there was a grapple condition. Or maybe there was. Couldn't find it when I was running my one shot.
There definitely is.
Oh, there it is.
What do you mean? I
Yeah.
played that more than any other game.
The right row, the right column, the 6th option.
It's applied. What do you?
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I was just searching for it myself as well.
That's literally the most used condition in this, in any of our games. And he got some hit points back. So did this. He's going to stand back up now. Oh, actually, that brings him to 0. What? So he's unconscious.
He's just laying down there for now.
Yeah, he's just that he's sleeping. But get back on his next turn. Okay, and then we go to actually that's at the end of his turn, but he can actually I forgot he can do this all day as his action. He will do that and spend as much focus as he can. Work again at 2 for every focus you spend. So you can spend a max of 15. He will do goes back up to 30 hit points.
Well, he
As
can move.
he would have his movement still, but that was his action, so he's going to jump up onto the truck and then yeah, he figures but he got yeah, he's gonna go for hit monkey there. He's going for the ball. He's the one that just shot him as this guy jumps up onto the wall next to you, ready to fight. And then the others on the rooftop, the priestess is going to see Storm arriving. So she's going to look at both of you. Yeah, she is going to cast. I don't know if she can cast this on other people, but she's going to cast it on herself. A protection hex. As she essentially, you see her pull out like a tanto and cut at her own palm, and the blood is going to kind of mix with the rain around and creates this strange magical shield of uh, blood magic around her, as she needs to make an ego check, and that will be her new ace. Okay, it's an improvement.
The equivalent of mage armor, sort of.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, and the fantastic gives them damage reduction. That's kind of a cool thing. But yeah, she puts up some say it, and then jumps back to protect Stick, who is also going on their turns, but is kind of stuck here. Yeah, he was kind of trying to get out of the way, so he's going to use a defense stance. Go into that. And try and get out of Hitmonkey's line of sight. And then the Sentinel. Oh, sorry, all of them are together. The Sentinel just got smashed in the hand by Trident, so he's going to pull the hand back and he's going to try and smash you.
Fair enough. Yeah, it is.
Oh, if you'd said that a second earlier, I would have re-rolled the Marvel. So, but he doesn't. So he uses smash and is spending the max focus as well, which is 20. Oh, yeah, that could have stunned you with that. Wouldn't have been off. On a success, yeah, you're gonna take this damage plus 10.
So that'd be 46 points of damage.
Yeah, you may want to just apply it because the damage reduction will kick in. Like apply damage from the chat, you know.
Yeah,
But you'll just have to add 10 damage to that.
okay.
Then it is going to push up off the ground and it kind of moves just past you. It's like sliding around towards Tony. That is all of the things it can do. Yeah, as we go back to Hit Monkey, what is actually the time? I keep forgetting because we end earlier.
We are 10 minutes late, but I can push a bit. I don't believe it will take us that much longer. I think so, at least. I don't know. But
well, yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. We can, if everyone's happy to keep going for a little bit, I'm happy to try and finish this combat. But otherwise, because we're now in that situation again, where now we're going to rush the actual interesting part. But it depends. If you guys want to play these same characters again next week, then it might be a good place to stop.
if you have more planned for this part, then yeah, can stop here.
There's no more this part, that part. There's no, I'm not
Mm.
writing adventures. We're writing the adventures together. So there will be more. If we end here, I will prepare more for next time. If we end afterwards, I'll prepare something else. So it doesn't really make much of a difference to me prep wise.
I'm happy to end here and do it next week.
Yeah, then I would rather also just end it here and proceed next week.
Yeah, because I mean, if we try and resolve everything plus the fight, I think we're just going to end up rushing it. So then, yeah, we will leave it here as we'll leave it with Hit Monkey though, as like Trident is fighting the Sentinel. One of the fists is jumping onto Iron Man to try to take him down. The priestess has just raised this like blood shield to try and protect Stick from Storm and Hit Monkey, and Stick is trying to take some cover, but as the storm rages around you, Hit Monkey, another ninja has just jumped up onto the rooftop next to you. Where we're going to leave things tonight with him. That's the last thing we see.
Hey, the night is still young and he's not done dancing, so he will leap and perform the same maneuver yet again.
Yeah, I mean, flavor-wise, we'll actually get we'll start with things on your turn. But
Yeah.
he, as he leaps towards the camera, we will cut there, and that'll be the end of our session.